like resting on the beat, but we ain't resting. Yeah. MPH, they kill yourself. It's good, y'all. MPH, away team. Back with another reaction video, number 5 of the year. New music just came out. We did a little $1 Million Baby freestyle. We got a record. People Change. Got a record called Cadet. Couple of little records coming out. Sprite Challenge video coming out. Finna be doing some new pranks. You know, never know what we gonna do. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like, comment, subscribe, turn on the bell for them notifications. If you're doing more than one thing in the world, you can never fall off, no matter what they talking about. We can't fall off over here, baby. No matter what they tell me, I never fell off. Money coming every week. It's gonna get me, and more gonna come in. Subscribers coming in. I appreciate y'all. This the squad. This the team. Put a basketball in the comments if you with the away team. Swish. We're not playing no more, bro. It's. I'm coming hard. I'm coming fast with these videos. Just how I brag about dropping more rap videos and Kendrick and J. Cole and them dudes. One day I'm gonna brag about doing more blogs than DJ Academics and Ant Glizzy. Not no diss, not no shots. I fuck with them niggas though. I'm just saying. Hey, why they tripping in Florida, man? Like, that's what this reaction video about. I know y'all hate them long ass intros, but y'all getting one today. Why they tripping in Florida, bro? Some dude be with Julio, Foolio, named Kapps. We finna watch his little video. Shout out 1090J EOS. We finna watch his little video and see what the fuck going on. What's going on? Y'all, like I said, hit that like, comment, subscribe. That is so far from me. Here you go, there you go. That's better right there. Yeah, hit that like, comment, subscribe. Turn that bell on. What'd he say? I'm rocking with y'all. Y'all rocking with me. Shout that man out here. Let's watch the video. Let's get to the video.
What's up, everybody?
Jacksonville, Florida, rapper Kenny Kapps, a Julio Foolio associate who was taken down by the feds after Foolio's murder. By now, everyone's well aware of what took place over a month ago with Julio Foolio. All 5 of his accused killers are sitting inside of the Hillsborough County Jail in Tampa and awaiting trial. But the sad ending of his story is just a twist and turn. Kenny Kapps, an affiliate of Julio Foolio, could be seen celebrating with him in his final hours and on the news after the murder. He paid his respects through Instagram that same day, stating he knows Foolio is at peace, but even during his time of mourning, the feds show no sympathy. July 24th, 2024, the feds announced 22-year-old Robert Howard III, who was more commonly known as Kenny Kapps, was being indicted on 2 counts for distributing 50 grams or more of meth. If convicted on both counts, he faces a minimum mandatory 10 years and up to a life sentence in federal prison. According to the affidavit, on June 11th, an undercover ATF agent communicated with Kenny through iMessage, who agreed to sell him a half pound of meth for $850. 2 days later, ATF agents, along with detectives from the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office, participated in a joint operation. They'd equipped the undercover with audio and video recording equipment, along with $1,300 in cash. At 1:30 p.m., the undercover went to an address on Polk Ave, texting Kenny he'd arrived. Kenny walked out, got into the passenger seat of the undercover's car, and passed him the white bag in exchange for the money. After a short discussion, Kenny advised the undercover he could sell coke for reasonable prices, and by 1:35 p.m., the undercover was on his way back to the briefing location. At the ATF Jacksonville Division office, audio and video will be downloaded to a compact disc. Kenny could clearly be seen selling to the undercover, was easily identifiable, and according to the ATF, the home that the deal went down at is Kenny's residence. The bag would weigh out to 272 grams, testing positive for methamphetamine. So the feds essentially caught Kenny in a calculated trap, leaving him with no option but to plead guilty, as there isn't much to fight when you're on video at your house serving the feds. But why did they wait? The feds had him on June 13th. Julio would be killed on June 23rd. But it wasn't until July 24th when Kenny would be arrested and violate his probation. It's like the feds waited to see how Kenny would react.
Pause this before you better see this, baby.
See,
so I'm gonna give y'all some information that y'all probably, especially the youth, a lot of y'all that's hopping out in the streets, this is some information that y'all need to know. I always say ever since I started my blog, even though I know I haven't been on here consistently since February, right? But I always said since I started a blog that my purpose for this blog is really for the youth, and it's not to really get them to not be in the streets, because at this point you really can't talk to them, right? Like the kids think they grown, so they're gonna do what the fuck they want. But I feel like once they 15, 16, 17 and they already out there like that, I feel like at the bare minimum, you could at least show them, tell them everything that they have to watch out for out there. Because, and one thing is informants. What y'all don't understand is that an informant gets paid between $70 to like $80 something thousand a year. That is more than the average job, my nigga. That's like having, McDonald's, you might make like 20 some thousand a year. That's like, imagine doing like 3 McDonald's like jobs, like 3 people's W-2s is like 1 informant's W-2. Y'all see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, informants are making so much money. You got to be very careful. You selling this shit out your house, selling large amounts to people you don't know. It's just a lot of things, if you're gonna jump out in that game and live that life, it's a lot of things you have to. The best thing to do is not live that life. Best thing to do is, try to find ways to do it legally. You know what I'm saying, and deal with the cards, that you're given. But a lot of times, we come from poverty and we come from situations where we feel like we'll never get out. So that's why a lot of us sell drugs and do the things that we do. I understand both sides, but at the same time, informants are making so much money right now. You know what I'm saying? That was a paid informant. And the reason why I say that, a little nigga in the hood snitching, like, he might try to come by like a couple grams. But when you get to talk about hundreds and hundreds, you know what I'm saying, like 2 pounds of this and 1 pound of that, it's an informant. Y'all can look this shit up on Google. I'm not lying to y'all. Informants make like 70 something thousand a year, like, to snitch. So while y'all niggas is in the streets, you have to, I feel like this. It's called high risk, high reward for a reason. Y'all live luxury lifestyles, right? Y'all drive the nicest cars. Y'all have the nicest this and nicest that. That's the reward side. The risk side, you got to keep your eyes open for this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I just feel like the best thing to do is just leave the streets alone. But if you are gonna hop out, just know that it's informants that probably make more than what you make on the streets, unless you're a big time pusher. So, I mean, I just don't see how you gonna win that battle. I ain't gonna lie. It's certain battles in life that are worth it to me, and certain ones that ain't. That one, I just don't see in the long haul how you gonna win that battle. But we'll see though.
His name would ring. Within the city of Jacksonville, two high schools would become known for their violent rivalry. You had William Raines on the north side and Robert E. Lee on the southwest side. Back in 2006, a 13-year-old was shot in a drive-by on his way home from a Raines game. In 2007, two students were shot after a Raines vs. Lee game when someone fired 15 to 20 times outside the stadium. In 2012, a fight after the Raines League game ended with a 20-year-old being shot. In 2016, the sound of a falling grill resembled a gunshot, leaving players taking cover on the field as fans ran for safety. And in 2017, players took off running mid-game after an off-field commotion and rumors of something happening. By 2018, Raines wasn't taking any chances. 30 police officers, 20 additional security guards, metal detectors, and wands were believed to be enough to keep the game safe. Roughly 4,000 people had shown up to watch, and by halftime the game had to be stopped, with players on both teams being instructed to get down on the field after a disturbance on Lee's side of the stands. The game would continue, and Lee would eventually beat Raines 16-15, ending the reigning state champions' 13-game winning streak. 3/4 of the fans in the stadium were left, and the team decimated to their locker rooms when gunfire erupted.
Yeah, we are just now getting confirmation from JSO that this is going to be a triple shooting. 2 people injured, 1 person is deceased. Let me step out of the way here. If we zoom the camera in right there, that is going to be the area where that field house is located. Again, we're just outside of the stadium here, Raines High School. Earlier tonight, Raines took on Lee High School. Everything appeared to be fine during the game, and then this happens.
As I was saying that, I'm listening to pow, 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 pow. I'm a Vietnam veteran. The bullets was going this way. I know which way the bullets was going. Everybody was running, and they were right in this area right here, the shooting. Pow, 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 pow.
And this was after the game.
After the game,
officers would find 19-year-old Gerard Adams shot in the head, pronouncing him dead by the ticket area just outside the stadium. A 17-year-old male was found shot in the arm, and a 16-year-old female was shot in the foot, a wound that would leave her physically disabled. Speaking with police, one of the victims would claim Robert Howard, aka Kenny Kapps, shot him. Upon further questioning, he admitted he never saw Kenny with a gun, but provided details about an earlier dispute where Kenny told him, "Somebody going to die tonight." 2 additional witnesses would come forward, stating they saw Kenny with a gun the night of the game. One would claim to have seen a confrontation between Kenny and the 17-year-old surviving victim during the game. He then saw Kenny approach Gerard after the game in the courtyard, where he pulled a gun from his waistband and aimed it at him. The witness didn't see him shoot, as he'd already started running away, but 25 seconds later he heard the shots. The same witness would identify Kenny by photo lineup. The second witness says she saw Kenny, who she personally knows, confront Gerard after the game. She'd claimed to witness Kenny pull the gun from his waistband and shoot Gerard in the head. As she was running away, she heard more gunfire, and when shown a picture, she identified Kenny as the one she saw shoot Gerard. Multiple shell casings were recovered at the scene, and later testing would confirm all shots were fired from one gun. Detectives would determine a fight broke out between Kenny and the victim. They were both ejected from the stands, but made their way back into the game. That's when detectives believe Kenny targeted the two males, shooting them both as the female was shot by a stray. 16-year-old Kenny's mugshot could be seen all over the news, as it was announced he was arrested at his school and charged with first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder for the triple shooting. Sheriffs announced the shooter and both male victims all have associations with known criminal gangs. Kenny was from the north side of Jacksonville, the same area as Rains High. Gerard, the victim, was more commonly known throughout Jacksonville as Spaz, and he was from a hood on the east side known as 1200. Many rumors have spread over exactly what took place on the night of the game, with another major name being brought up. It's said that Kenny was with Adrian Gaynor that night, and Adrian would be famously known throughout Jacksonville drill as Bibby. According to Reddit rumors, Kenny and Bibby disrupted the game when they got in a fight with Spaz and his friend named Will. It's actually believed Bibby was the one who fired the fatal shot killing Spaz, while Kenny shot the friend. But somehow, witnesses were only able to identify Kenny. 1,353 days later, Kenny would plead guilty to reduced charges of manslaughter and aggravated battery. Apparently, the charges were reduced because of the witnesses. Say Cheese would interview Kenny Kapps, where he would speak on the fact that the witnesses told but refused to testify. Kenny would be sentenced to 15 years on a split sentence, meaning he'd have to serve 5 years in Florida State Prison, with the rest of his time to be served on probation. He'd receive credit for the 3.5+ years he spent in county jail and would only spend 17 months inside of actual prison before being released. While some would say he got a good deal, everything comes with a price. While he was in jail in 2019, 16-year-old Bibby was killed inside of the Hilltop Apartments.
And gunfire erupts inside a Northwest Side apartment complex. It leaves this 16-year-old dead. Neighbors say that the shooting sounded like a war zone.
60 to 70 rounds had to be dropped in the course of maybe 15 seconds.
Bibby would always be praised by Julio. Foolio would also become one of the most dissed names.
Hey man,
only
y'all
8
young
months
niggas
after
gotta leave
Bibby's
the street
death,
alone.
Kenny's father Pokey would pass away.
16.
Granted a furlough by the courts, Kenny was transported to his father's funeral in handcuffs and a uniform, as can be seen in a picture with Julio Foolio. Kenny would be released from prison in May of 2023, 2 months after
this is why this shit's sick, man.
only lasting 14 months before being indicted by the feds. Kenny witnessed the death of Julio Foolio. He'd also witnessed the violence come back around full circle, as the two Murphy cousins charged as being 2 out of 3 shooters that ambushed Foolio are both from 1200 and both are related to Spaz, Kenny's victim. It's unclear what will happen to the remaining 9 years Kenny has on state probation, as this Fed case will take priority, meaning Kenny will have to finish one sentence before finishing the other. Now this is a tough situation.
Oh, that's
right?
a plot twist, right?
You got a 16-year-old Kenny Kapps who, according to his arrest paperwork,
I let most of it roll.
was
Y'all
5'4".
y'all can listen to me talk.
He got arrested
11 minutes in, baby. Man, plot twist. So, number one, RP the little boy that got killed. RP to everybody, every victim from all this nonsense. Like every victim, from Foolio to the first dude he killed, which kind of, if you think about it now, that might have been the reason why Foolio got killed, and that might be why he's indicted, because they might look at it like his killing just caused a string of killings. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Let me break that down, because I know some of y'all ain't the brightest, ain't the strongest strand in the dispensary. So I'm gonna break it down. I know not my followers though. Not my subscribers. We smart, even though it's a few of us. We growing. I talk about some. I know some of y'all ain't gonna be too bright to understand to put everything together. How I just put this all together. So, the two Murphy brothers were part of the same gang or same group. That the two Murphy brothers are supposed to be the ones that killed Julio, right? These niggas is a part of the same group of the nigga who Kenny Kapps. They say they don't know him or Bibby, but they say one of them killed a nigga, right? They part of the same group. So what the police is probably thinking is Kenny Kapps killed this dude, and the two brothers, the Murphy brothers, they slid on Julio Foolio because of what Kenny Kapps did. He said, can y'all put it all together? So between the getting caught selling the meth, that was just like the meth shit was just, they probably been knew about all that. They don't care. I mean, you got to think about it. Florida is probably might be the most violent state besides Tennessee and Louisiana. Florida is one of the most violent states, so we got to think. They don't care. They probably don't care to use their resources to house dealers, especially if they're not like bringing in boatloads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Making a little $1,000, a couple hundred here and there, that's like some mid-level shit. I don't even look at that as no big meat. Like niggas like on some big meat shit, they doing like $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 transactions with dope and coke and shit. They not doing little 500, 800. Y'all get what I'm going? So I don't think Florida's trying to use their resources to house probably mid-level drug dealer. That's what I'm getting the vibes he was. I ain't saying he was low level, but he wasn't no fucking big meat. You know what I'm saying? They're not using, but for the killers, yeah, they probably is trying to use their resources to house someone who's a killer and who causes a string of killings. You see what I'm saying? So that's probably the reason why they gonna be pressed to try to get bruh. Because now, you know, y'all gotta think the police is just how we watching 1090 Jake and the rap videos and everything. The police watching all this shit, y'all. Like, every time y'all do these songs, folks, y'all remember in high school where you had to do the PowerPoint presentation for the class? You had to do your yeah, maybe, I don't know, some of y'all school might have been too hood. Yeah. But you had to do, but some of us who had like who was in decent schools, you had to do like PowerPoint. Y'all niggas on these rap videos literally doing like PowerPoint presentations to the police. Like, y'all might want to go to the police station and do Cause y'all get these videos, y'all talking about who y'all don't like, who y'all gonna shoot, who y'all gonna kill. And y'all really like, y'all do their job for them. You know what I'm saying? What we paying taxes for? Like, we pay taxes so the taxes go to the police force so they can do the job. But y'all do the job for them. You see what I'm saying? So this is easy for the police now. So it's easy to connect because now that the guy that he killed is cool with the Murphy brothers or whatever, you can put it all together now. And they probably finna try to come down hard. They probably finna come down hard on a lot of people, and they're gonna come down hard on people as fast as they can, even if it's whether it's minor or big charges, because they want to slow down this war. Because they know right now it's finna be a war in Florida because of what happened with Julio, you know what I'm saying? If it be a war, and I know like the bloggers and the reactors and all that and the streamers, they like to, I'm in the blog game now, you know what I'm saying? They like to, y'all like to say we like to incite shit. I'm not inciting nothing. I'm not speaking that in existence. I'm not nothing. I'm telling y'all the truth. I'm telling y'all what's probably already going on. They've already said motherfuckers and got killed after the Julio shit. So this is something that's already had going on. So I can't incite, I can't speak something that is already going on. Do y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all, I don't think y'all see what I'm saying. Like Bag say, see what I'm saying? I mean, see what I'm saying? Do y'all see what I'm saying? Or y'all don't see what I'm saying? Y'all don't see it? Y'all see it? Y'all see what I'm saying? Y'all don't see what I'm saying. But Kenny Kapps, man, that's a big plot twist right there. Now that might have a connection with Foolio. And yeah, they had to go and try to put him away as fast as they can because they want to slow down the war. Nothing. I ain't got nothing, and I'm just reporting the news, y'all. I ain't got nothing personal towards nobody in this. I don't even know Kenny Kapps. Ain't nothing personal towards him. Seemed like he probably, typical Florida nigga, like rapping, getting his money in the hood, trapping. Got caught up in the life. I ain't got nothing bad to say about Kenny Kapps. But just the situation at hand, he should have even knew and should have left Florida because he should have knew they were going to be coming for him. Because literally, anybody they feel like is a key component in that war or was in the music videos, all the fans is going back and looking at all the old music videos. Who was in Julio's video? Who was in his op? Whoever hit the op rappers, or who was in Navy? They looking at all that shit. So they gonna try to put all y'all away before y'all kill each other, pretty much. You know what I'm saying?
Now this is a tough situation, right? You got a 16-year-old Kenny Kapps, who, according to his arrest paperwork, was 5.
I think that's the end of it.
When he got arrested.
Shout out to Dr. Jake. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe to that man page. He's been doing this shit for years. Yes, like he said, man, like he just said at the end of that motherfucker, it is a crazy situation, but this is why, even me personally, I can admit this on the blog. It's things that my folks told me growing up in life that I wish I would have even listened to. It would have made my life easier than what it is. The streets ain't where it's at, man. I ain't gonna lie, like the dream is, you know what the dream life is? It ain't about being a blogger. It ain't about being a rapper. It ain't about being in the NBA. It ain't about being an Instagram model. I'm naming everything that people. I'm naming all the shit that people want to be so fucking bad, right? It ain't about being a media personality. You know what this life is really about, man? Comfort and stability. Real talk. Gaining comfort and gaining stability. And don't get me wrong, in those 5 avenues I just talked about, you can gain wealth. Facts. But there's no guarantee of stability. And there will always be a discomfort because it's just how it is, You're presenting something to the world. But you have the option that if you go to school, finish college, or if you get you a CDL, or if you stay at a job long enough where you move up and become a supervisor, or if you do something good in life, you will always have stability and comfort. You'll always be able to, if you just want to recluse and hide like a fucking like a butterfly doing a cocoon or something, man. You can, and you good. You can take care of yourself. You can live alone. You have a family. Take care of your family. However you want to live in your life, you can live. But comfort and stability is what this shit is about gaining. Then I know this, whether you choose entrepreneurship, whether you do like make music, or whether you do like, I'm trying to do with the blogging, or 1098 Jake did with his page, or how family or whoever. Whether you choose that route, or whether you choose the work route, whether you choose to go to school route, and anything better than the streets. That's all I got to say, y'all. I mean, and I can't talk to the adults. A lot of adults been in the streets and made 200, 300, 500,000. So what I'm saying to them, they're not gonna hear that shit. They don't care. because the money came in. I can't get mad at them. Hey, if I was in if the shoes, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I probably think like you too. I don't know, but from all the bad things I see, and when we watch these type of videos, seeing senseless killing that doesn't stop. And we never talk about this side of it too. The killing be sad, but also the person who's throwing their life away. It's sad too, because these be young people, man. These folks be 20, 19, 18, 16, losing their lives or getting 20, 30-year charges, 15-year charges, and missing out on adulthood. So comfort and stability, you won't get that in the streets. You get some money out of the streets. You will not get comfort and stability out of the streets. You get comfort and stability and money out of any other avenue if you're willing to go through whatever you got to go through to get to that. Y'all feel what I'm saying? And that's the moral. That's why I like doing these reaction videos, because me just copping on this camera and talking to y'all is one thing, but for y'all to see proofs of the things that I talk about, it solidifies my point. I ain't mean to use the TI words expeditiously on y'all, but it does solidify my point when I do these reaction videos. The point that I'm trying to make to the youth, because it's still, you can talk to some of the youth, some of them, not all of them. I think you can talk to some of them. And it's the away team, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Stay positive.